Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday. Hoping you are all having a great start to your week so far. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. And today, first off, what a great view to start the stream off with. Right down eye level with the Airbus A320neo here in Denver, Colorado, heading down to Salt Lake City, and then Salt Lake City to Las Vegas, Nevada. Should be great flights today. First leg is about an hour and 3 minutes in flight time. Second leg is about 55 minutes. Weather is looking decent here in Denver at high altitude, although some dark clouds may be starting to roll in shortly, so we got to get out of here just in case we experience any weather. We don't want that to happen, and we do not want that to delay us. So let's go ahead and get jumped into the cockpit and start preparation to get the A320neo of Frontier, Juan the Puerto Rican Parrot, to be precise. As you can see off the nose of the airplane there. Alright, let's jump inside. Oops, not what I wanted to do. I want to get back inside of the airplane. These camera controls kill me. Cockpit, there we go. Now we are inside the cockpit using head tracking today, so this will be fun. Always love using the head tracking so I can look left, right, I can look up, I can look down, I can go underneath, I can go up, I can go over, I can go all the way back if I need to see anything, also while looking down and to my right. So absolutely fantastic way to use this simulator, and it's absolutely mind-blowing. Hey mama, how are you? Happy Monday. Thank you for tuning in to my regularly scheduled stream. Only thing we have to do here is get the computer programmed, and I'm actually going to use a shortcut today for the route programming, because now I'm running off a different version of the fly-by-wire A320neo, so all I'm going to have to do to get our flight plan into the McDo is come down here, zoom on in just a little bit. It says init request, click on that, and now it just put our entire flight plan directly as we got it from SimBrief: routing, flight level, cost index, flight number. Absolutely cool. I mean, I guess you could say I'm doing a workaround, but you know, this is just easier sometimes, so we're going with that for now. The only thing we have left to do still is to put in our departure and our arrival, so we'll go down here to flight plan, we'll go up to KDEN, which is Denver International, and we will click on departure. Now, what departure do we need to be coming out of here? Let's get back down here. Let's see. Runway 8. Okay. Get back down here. Runway 8. I should have checked what departure. Son of a gun. On the Zimmer 2 departure. There it is. Insert that in. Excellent, we have our departure in now. So now let's get our arrival in to go. What are we taking in here? It looks like 34 left via the Lehigh 5 EKR transition. Okay. Back down. Let's see. What did I say? 34 left? 34 right. 34 left. Okay. EKR. We don't have an EKR. Alright, well, I guess we're just going direct. Clear this discontinuity. Not allowed. Okay, whatever. Why? You know, for whatever reason, with this MCDU, I'm just terrible with it. It's the only discontinuity we have, so I will take it. From here, we need to calculate our performance of the airplane. We're going to be taking flaps 1 out of here. Flex 2 temp, we're going to go with 35 today. 35. Okay, and now we got to get our V speeds here. 133, 134, and 138 V2. Now that we know V2, let's come up here and let's get our V2 speed plugged in. There we go. Alright. Should be good to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back into our flight plan and let's try to get that discontinuity out of there. Flight plan discontinuity. What's the discontinuity? Let's check it, shall we? KDEN. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's try to clear it out again. Not allowed. Alright. I think I know what I have to do. Let's come up here. Manuel to Ralphie. Let's just manually put Ralphie back in here as our airline. Or our airway, rather. F. Uh-oh. Oh, it's with an I. Dear God. Oh, come on. Why are you doing this? How do I go back now that I did this? What did I do? Turn. What is going on? Why can't I just... Hey, we got 4 people in here. Sorry, I'm kind of quiet. I'm trying to work out what is going on with this McDo here and why I can't get rid of this discontinuity. Now, this is a like developmental version of the aircraft that I installed here, so could be a bug I'm experiencing. But now when I come into this waypoint and I want to add another, of course now it's working, right? Yep. R-A-L-F-I. Come on. Yeah. Insert. Okay. Interesting. Well, we're gonna run with it and see exactly how we make out. How's that sound? Alright, so I think we are pretty much good to go. We have our departure and arrival calculated. We checked our flight plan out. Everything seems good for that little snafu in the middle. So let's get our altitude calculated in here. We want 38,000 feet today going up. Remember, we are in high elevation here in Colorado, so have to take that into account. We need to get the APU started up. Let's go up above. We need to get one fuel pump turned into the on position. APU bleed comes on. Master APU switch comes on, and then click start. The APU is going to get fired up now and give us electrical power to the aircraft. That's not the ground power. If we look down here, here's our APU turbine. Flap is open, which is the intake flap, and now our APU is starting there. Percentage that the turbine is spinning is 25% now. Our exhaust gas temperature is increasing, just making sure this isn't going to flare up on us at all. Looks like we're doing well so far, so we're going to leave that be. Alright, let's jump outside. Having a look at the airplane here. Jetway isn't connected, oh well, forgot to do that. We also got to tell our ground crew to step away from the airplane. We are leaving. Baggage trucks can go bye-bye. Hear the APU firing up there. Excellent. We can get the external power truck away as well. Now let's hop back inside. Let's get our external power off now that we have APU connected. Make sure we don't have anything wrong. Let's get our barometric pressure put in, 3029, perfect. Alright, we're looking really good, just gotta wait for the APU to start up. While we do that, let's find out exactly where we need to taxi to get on out of here. So we're taking off out of runway 8, which is this one right over here, I believe, if I know my headings correctly. Yep, runway 8, there she is. So we need to taxi out and push back out and to the left. So let's plan our pushback up here with our ground crew. Go, set it here. Out straight right on there, that'll do. Enter that in. Let's check outside, let's make sure that everyone has cleared the area. Our pushback tug is still driving around in circles with nobody in front of him, but that's okay. I think we're good to push, everyone. Before we do so, we just got to get our final cabin preparations here. Let's get this out of the way. We'll come up top and we will turn the rest of our fuel pumps on. Excellent. We'll come up here, get our navigation lights on, and get our beacon lights on. We are ready to push, not before we turn on our emergency exit lights, as well as our seatbelt signs and our no smoking signs. And we're also going to want to come down here and lock the door to the cab. There we go. We heard the door lock there. We are good to go. Let's call our pushback tug.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
See out here, he's connecting to the airplane. That's why having head tracking is so cool, man. Gives the experience just such a different amount of depth. It's not VR, but it almost like it is. Absolutely cool. Wait for him to connect to the airplane. He's taking a while.
Okay, sir.
There he goes.
Is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed. The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
It's lifting the airplane.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
There we go. He just pushed us up only a foot or two, 2 feet.
We are cleared for start and push. Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Alright, he has cleared us for push and start. I'm going to turn up the volume to get the engines. Let's release our parking brake down there.
Parking brakes are released.
Get our engine switch over to ignition.
You can start the engines in sequence. You will
Alright,
start in the sequence.
engine number 2 coming up. Zoom in here. See our N2 rising on the engine there. Looks like she's going to start good. Let's get our wing view in. Sounds like we have a good engine start to me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back into the cockpit here. Start engine number 1. Once we hear our generator click into place, let's check up top. Gen 2 just clicked in, perfect. Come down here, engine start levers for number 1, come forward. There we go, we see N2 rising. You can hear her winding up. I think we're going to have a good engine start here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pop out to the wing. parking brake gets set.
Parking brake set. Parking brake
There
set.
you go.
All
She is
aircraft.
coming to life. Engine number 1.
Ground.
Oopsies.
Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
2
Roger. Engine
good
start.
starts, it sounds like. Okay.
You at the side. Have a good flight.
Let's get back
Hold
in the
position
cockpit,
waiting for the
please.
visual. Thank you and goodbye.
All right. 2 good starts, everybody. Absolutely perfect. All right. Wait for engine 1 generator to come into on, which is this one right here. There, she just popped. That means we can turn our APU bleed off, and our APU master start valve comes into the off position. APU bleed, just verify that those are on along with the APU generator, which it is. Excellent. We're going to come down here. We are going to test our flight controls. Let's look down and bring up the flight control screen. There we go. If we look down here, this is where our side stick is. So when I put movements on the controller, left, right, back, forward, and rudder. We need to test each of these movements, so we're going to come down here. We need aileron full right. There we go. Everything's working well. Aileron full left and right, full left. Excellent. Elevator forward. She's moving down below there. We are free and correct. Elevator backward. Perfect. And rudder left. You can see her moving down there. And rudder right. All right. Perfect. Our flight controls are good to go. Can't wait to get to Las Vegas. I'm on vacation this week. Let's go, baby. Haha, I wish. Me too. I've been wanting to go to Vegas forever. I am down for going to Vegas anytime if we can plan something, for sure. All right, only thing we need to do now is come up here. We need to get our taxi lights into the on position, our runway turnoffs on, and we are good to go to start taxiing the airplane. Let's come down here and get our parking brake off, add some power. Actually, wait, might we need to. She's probably going to roll all on her own, isn't she? Yeah, just as I figured. Add a little bit of power, though. All right, we're rolling. Take a look, make sure we're nice and straight, which we are. Airport looking beautiful today. Not too many clouds in the sky. It's always a good thing. Take the highway right there. You can see the looks like the parking lot. Cars picking up and dropping people off. Very cool. Oh, okay, well, we'll stay straight now. It's so expensive. That's the only thing that stinks. Yes. Well, you know, I've looked into some things in regards to Vegas, and there is a way to do it cheaper. But the thing is oh, we missed our turn. Whoops. Oh wait, did we? No, we didn't. Oh my goodness, I'm not paying attention. Simulator, everyone, simulator. Too busy looking at the other monitor with my streaming stuff on it, not paying attention to where I'm going. No one saw that. It's okay. This is the turn we want. All right. Get a wing view on our Frontier Airlines Airbus A320neo. Oh, whoa. Just be assured, everyone watching, that when I go into a different view like that, rest assured, I am not going to be in a straight line anymore. Let's get our taxi checklist started here. We need to bring our auto brake into medium. Do that on our Airbus Captain Pack, or Max rather, not medium. Max passenger signs are already checked on. Cabin, we need to tell the cabin crew that we are going to be good to go for takeoff. There you go. Just heard that cabin crew alarm. Come down here to our spoilers. We will pop those into the armed position. flaps come down to notch 1. The only thing left to do is to test our takeoff configuration before we get to the runway. But yeah, Vegas, man, you know, it's one of those things where you can make it cheap, but what you're gonna get, you know what I mean, is like, is it would you rather just spend a little bit more money at that point and wait a couple of years to save up for it, rather than trying to do it on the cheap and it might not give you as good of an experience, you know? Holy hell, look at the frickin' mountain we are climbing in, oh, good lord, okay. Denver, I know you're high elevation, you got a lot of mountains and stuff, but good God, that's a little much. No, you're fine, you're fine. No need to apologize. A lot of United airplanes over there. You got a 777, a couple 73s. Oh, here comes a big dip. Oh, oh, a couple 777s. What's going on here? Interesting. My God, with this terrain. My goodness. Alright, this is our runway right here, ladies and gentlemen. At least if I went the correct way, it should be. Or do I gotta make one more turn? Oh yeah, I gotta make one more turn, okay. But our runway is off in front of us here. We just gotta make a quick left-hand turn onto Romeo. Taxiway Romeo. And then we will be ready to take the airplane up into the air. It's bumpy, I know. What on earth? Alright, takeoff configuration. We're going to come over here and click that in. Test it. It's been tested. We haven't gotten any alarm bells, so we are good to go. Come up here, get our landing lights both into the on position. Nose lights come to takeoff. We're ready to go. We're going to turn and burn everybody. Enjoy the takeoff out of Denver. Throttle's coming up. Alright, going up to flex. Positive rate of climb gear coming up. Goodbye, Denver. Wonderful. Fantastic, everybody. Beautiful, beautiful takeoff. Remember, we are in Denver, so look at our elevation already. 7,100 feet. Absolutely insane. Let's begin to level off a little bit to get our speed up. Turn right to keep more on course. Lovely departure out of Denver. That was absolutely amazing. The terrain looking absolutely fantastic as well. Raymond coming in. How are you, Ray? Alright, flaps are going to come up to 1. Auto brake coming down to disarm. Still hand flying the airplane. Remember this, like I said, this Denver atmosphere, we're up very high, so the engines lose a significant amount of thrust at this altitude. Whereas in a normal elevation setting, the thrust would be much more. A little bit of turbulence here. I think Ray is saying, yep, that the chat's coming delayed. There is an 8-second delay on the stream itself, about. At least that's what whatchamacallit says. Streamlabs. Alright, levers can come down into the climb position. There we go. Autopilot is going to come on. I think it's time to let the autopilot do its job. Landing lights, we're going to come up here. Off already, perfect. Nose lights come into the off position. Alright. Looking really, really good. View outside here. Like crop circles. Come into the passenger view. Very cool. We're inside the non-modeled airplane. So cool. Alright, but this is about the time where I'm actually going to turn head tracking off. There's no need for me to have it on the whole stream and drive everybody crazy with my head movements, so. On our way to Salt Lake City, everybody. Let's get an external view, turn on the tunes. Let's pop outside. All right, we're cruising, everybody, on our way to Salt Lake City. Airplane is flying excellent here. Remember, we are in Denver, Colorado, so the elevation in Denver is extremely high. So the airplane right now, if you want to jump back inside real quick, we're already at 16,600 feet. But because the elevation of Denver is so high, we're probably realistically just breaking 10,000 right now. That's why if you look around at the ground, it's very deceiving how high we actually are. Same thing with the clouds. The clouds are a lot lower. These are clouds that you usually see break at, 15,000 or 20,000 feet even. And here they are just now. So, really cool. So how's everybody's week going? Everyone having a good Monday so far? Everybody have a good weekend? Do anything fun? So how long was it taking for your guys' chats to come through? The delay on the stream is 8 seconds. I just want to know exactly how long everyone's chats take to come through. Let me know. I did a lot of cleaning today, worked the weekend, have this week off just to stay home and do whatever. How was your day and weekend? That sounds awesome. Congratulations on the vacation. Definitely nice to have some time off, even if you're just doing a staycation. And you know what? Sometimes the staycations are my favorite. Just being able to hang out at home and clean your place up and do those chores that you always love, hanging around for a while, you know, dusting the walls and all that happy stuff. My day was good. Always a Monday, you know. Mondays are always Mondays in my opinion. Off to a good start though on the week. Being able to start the flights. Looked forward to this all day. Love flying for everybody and hanging out and really trying to make my channel grow. Weekend was good. Really busy weekend actually. Friday was our summer picnic at my day job, so that was fun. Saturday we went to another shindig with some friends, and then Sunday went to another shindig with some friends. So it was a very, very busy weekend, but it was fun. Surrounded by good people, had good times, and had a lot of laughs. So appreciate everybody, and appreciate everybody tuning into the stream. Really appreciate everybody that's here so far. Let's jump into the cockpit, just make sure that we are on track. As you can see, my chat took roughly 30 seconds until I saw it appear on the screen. Wow, okay. That's interesting. I just refreshed the chat completely. Busy weekend. Scotty's B-Day yesterday. Today, a lot of cleaning and laundry. Oh, yeah. We're still doing good in the cockpit here. As you can see, we are climbing at a very shallow pace, only 1,600 feet per minute, on our way up to 38,000 feet. So it's going to take us a while even to get up to our cruising altitude. So it just makes me wonder, how long are we actually going to be cruising for at this rate? We have 330 miles to go. It looks like we are going to be landing in about 40 minutes, give or take. So yeah, it takes a while for the chat to show. Okay, I'm going to have to search into that to see why that might be happening. It might be a setting, honestly. Like the background music? Cool. Happy you do. It's all by a artist named Birdo. His link is in the description to his Slipstream. You can check out his music there. Stream is healthy, connection is excellent, stream settings. Let me see if it's in here. Maybe it has something to do with in here. Enable auto start, no. Enable auto stop, no. Closed captions, no. Interesting. Music is like dubstep. Yes. That is... No. That's not Imagine Dragons. Is it? No, that's Owl Nation Sail, I believe, is what... If it's a song I'm thinking you're thinking of. I can't hear it, unfortunately. I can't figure out a way for my music to play. Actually, I think I can. Let me see. I think if I come into here... Sail! I'm gonna see, in regards to chat. Thought it was by Imagine Grading. Typo. Yes, Imagine Dragons. Wonder if we try that. Let's try the let's try the chat now. Somebody time it. Give it another test. See if what I did will give it some more time. Or give it less time for them to arrive. There go our contrails just coming to life there out the back of our airplane. Which means we must be getting decently high. Let's jump back into the cockpit and make sure. 32,500 feet, Mach 0.78, so we are already at cruising speed up here. We are going to be safe, and we will be able to get up to 38,000 feet with no problem. It's just going to take a little while. Like I said, we're just about to break through. You can see right there, we're just about to break through 33,000 feet. And there it goes. I wish we could actually talk and you hear us. I mean... You know, if that's something that you guys ever wanted to do, it is possible. Just plan something private with you, and I'd make it a private stream so only you guys could see it. The only thing about doing that is there's gonna be a delay, so you know it would be really hard to do that. It's possible, but you know you're not gonna hear me in real time. You know, I mean. You will, it'll be delayed, but when it comes to you talking to me, we'd have to do it by me streaming and then us all calling each other on the phone, and you know, that would just be kind of difficult to do. Testing, alright, how long? You know, it's going to take another however long for you to type it in and me to receive the new one. No worries. Okay. Yeah. Chat took 38 seconds. All right. So, gonna have to look into that. 330 miles to go still. Why is that flight plan discontinuity in there? Can I please get this out of here? Why not allowed? I don't get it. Huh. Did I select the arrival wrong? Is that the problem? I come down here to our arrival. We selected again. We're at 34. Localizer 34 left. Let's do... Is there an RNAV? There is. Let's do RNAV 34 left. Still don't have the transition we needed, but let's insert that into the flight plan and see if we can't get let's see. What? That's... Is this the problem? I can see Kelly Sharp right away, but not on the screen. No biggie. It's not a big deal at all. I just wondered if it was just on my end is all. Oh, okay, so I see. So I'm probably seeing, so yeah, so if I pull up a separate source of the stream, I'll be able to see it. Yeah, so I saw that, so it's not a big deal, lol. I saw that about 15-20 seconds on my phone in the chat log before I saw it pop up on my chat log in the stream. So I'm thinking that the stream just takes a while to catch up on my end because, you know, it has to communicate with YouTube and then it has to communicate it back to me. So, you know, we got to figure out what's going on with our flight plan here. So I'm thinking whatever this is, like what's manual? Like what is that? Not allowed in nav. Like what? Not allowed in nav. Okay. What's our course right now? 89. There we go. We're not in nav anymore. There we go. There we go. Alright. I think I got it, everybody. Let's get that back on. Navigation mode. And... oh no. What did I do? Alright, well, this has turned bad really quickly here. Alright, so the airplane's turning on its own now into nowhere, so let's get managed heading mode back in, please, and get us back on our original course, at least towards Denver. Always something, huh? Don't know what I'm gonna do here. End of flight plan. Okay, cool. Is there any way to clear the end of flight plan out? Flight plan. So what happens if we literally... Alright, so what's that showing us? Thinking, unfortunately, I am probably going to have to just clear all of this out, you know, and hope I have enough time to do it while I still can, you know, because we're just following our compass right now. But if I pick this back up into nav mode, it disappears, so... to EKR, 309 miles. Okay. So, why when I go into managed mode, we're 310 nautical miles away from where we need to be. I only have one prediction here. And if this is the case, I'll be unhappy. No, I know what I did. It's my fault. So, I'm thinking, ladies and gentlemen, what we accidentally did was we took off, and then that manual waypoint somehow got in our flight plan, which created a discontinuity. So unfortunately what happened is because I accidentally put that manual thingy-majiggy in here, the airplane flew the wrong direction since we've been in the air. As you can see down here, 522 miles. That is not how far away we should be, and that's why the airplane's doing a big, wide turn out over the land here. That's exactly why. Yeah, my big mistake, because if I come over here to plan now, and yeah, so that's exactly what happened, which means I flew a very long time. See, there's Denver right there coming up now. See, we flew the opposite direction by about 160 miles. Yes. That's fantastic, everyone. Well, luckily, I believe I have a solution for such a mistake. We go to MCDU menu here and we click through our options. I believe we can turn our sim rate up so we can go faster. Not sure if it's in this menu or not. Hope we don't run out of fuel. You know, that might be a concern. We got 7,640 pounds of fuel left, and our block fuel, the time it was going to take us to get to Denver, according to our EFB here, was 5,350. We had 10,622 loaded on. So, yeah, it's going to be a close one. Gonna be a close one. But I don't think we'll run out of fuel. I think we'll be alright. I just want to be able to speed the stream up now because we are so far away. We're going to fly right over Denver International, legitimately, right over the top. And now we're going into a massive headwind of 40 knots. That is just the most unfortunate thing I could have ever imagined happening. The airplane ever gonna stop turning though? Anytime soon? I mean, I think we're... There it goes. Having a coffee, I see. Oh yeah, yum yum, ready? There you go. Good old sip of the old coffee, eh? Can't believe that. Look how far away we are. That is just... Alright, I know there's something I can do up here which might maybe mess something up, but we'll see. Pretty sure we can tools, screenshot, project. I know there's a way you can turn up the simulation rate. I'm just not entirely sure. What happens if you run out of fuel or load as a plane crash or you have to try to land somewhere else? I'd have to try to find somewhere else to go. You are correct. Now, in a real life situation, the air traffic controllers would help the pilots with that. You know, I'd kind of have to pull it out of my hat a little bit on our end. To speed up the time of the flight simulator simulation with sim rate, you need to press R and then the control and plus key on the numpad. This is okay. Well, we'll see what happens, everyone. Hold on to your hats. R, control, and 1. Is that what he said? Doing anything. Oh, the plus key. R, then the control and plus key. Alright, I believe it worked. We're not going much faster, really. But it's something. We're still not following our flight plan correctly either. Unless we just haven't crossed paths with it yet, but we'll see. There we go, okay. Alright. This isn't going to take too much time now. Thankfully. Control R plus. So does minus slow it back down? You can't slow it down, so that's the cool thing. You can't slow it down beyond normal. So we're at normal right now. Now I can speed it up. It's really not by much, though. My guess it'd be a minute every 10 seconds, so... We're gonna speed up just to get our flight over with. If you're just tuning in, I made a really big mistake, everybody. Silly me. I somehow did something to our flight plan when I was programming it into the old McDo down here, the MCDU, where I somehow put in a manual waypoint in here. I didn't realize it, so I took off, checked the flight plan before we left. We went through it. There was that discontinuity there. And I couldn't figure it out, but, you know, in the past, once that discontinuity was there in our flight plan, I was able to just fly past it, and then we would reconnect to the VNAV and LNAV and keep going. Except this time, what I failed to realize was that manual waypoint had us going the opposite direction of where we needed to go, and I didn't realize it until I came inside the cockpit here to check on our progress, and I saw we were 555 miles away from Salt Lake City, when in all actuality we really only should have been, well, you know, 220 or 230. So we flew about, I would say, 30 minutes in the wrong direction. So now we are currently turning back towards Denver to fly over Denver and now get us to Salt Lake. So The way around it, unfortunately, although it may not be as realistic, obviously, as you can see, we are really flying fast now, and that's because I have the simulation rate turned up, so I'm not sure how far turned up it is, but it's pretty up there. You know, I would guesstimate 1 minute in game time now is only 10 seconds for us. So, you know, you go 5 minutes of game time for every 1 minute, essentially. Or 6 minutes, yeah, so. Won't be much longer. This is technically cheating, but, you know, I'm not going to sit everybody through my mistake. Different view, at least. Go take a look and see now. Let's hop back in the cockpit. Alright, yeah, we're making good time now. Fortunately enough. Not going to do that again, I promise. Alright, just flying over Denver now. $341 miles to go. Remember, at the accelerated sim rate, to make up for the time, we are going to probably sim rate it higher, you know, for quite a reasonable amount of time. And you know what? This only happens because I'm streaming and I'm not paying attention to things, because I'm more focused on what's going on in the stream and to see and looking over and seeing how many people are watching and everything like that. And I just have to learn to break that habit and just, you know, just let it go and not look at my amount of viewers and anything, because, you know, obviously I want the channel to grow, so I'm really going to be paying attention to that as much as possible. So, you know, that's probably what's happening. But for anybody who might be watching, I just remind everyone to please like this video, hit the subscribe button, and turn on notifications. I would greatly appreciate that. I need to update this, but we are currently sitting at 15 subscribers. Our goal is 25 by August 1st. More than halfway to our goal, just need to push it a little bit farther, so please remember to share the stream with your friends, tell your friends about it, and come hang out with me. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much to everybody who's subscribed so far. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Oh, alright, well, we just hit a rough patch of air there. How far away are we from Denver? Looks like we are 256 miles away. I'm going to let the sim rate go a little bit more, go a little bit longer. It's all good, mistakes happen, it's the best way to learn. Oh, absolutely. Learn by doing. That is the way I learn. That's why I've learned every single airplane I've ever flown. I mean, I've referenced... Oops. Ignition switch is still on. Oopsies. Yeah, I mean, that's the way I learned how to fly the flight simulator, you know what I mean? Was just by jumping in the airplane, trying to power it up myself and see how well I do with it, you know, and then eventually after a while you start to get that memorization of what buttons to click, and then you start to realize that you don't need to know the technical term for every button that you're clicking on, just as long as you know what it makes the airplane do and you have a basic understanding. And, you know, really flying and piloting and learning these airplanes really isn't as complex as everyone seems to think. And, you know, you said, you say, like, when you're learning and doing your resins and stuff like that, you know, it's one of those things where you're gonna make mistakes, and with anything you do or anything you're trying to learn, you know, you're gonna make mistakes, and if you're thinking you're gonna go into something being absolutely perfect, unfortunately, you are going to, you know, at least I think, either overwork yourself because you're trying too hard, or... You know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. Alright, we got our sim rate back under control. Underneath normal speeds. 188 miles away from Salt Lake City. Flying at normal speed now, but... Yeah, like I was saying, you know, learning the simulator really, it takes patience, and it takes a passion for it. And, you know, I really think, like, even just in the stream and showing you guys the views that you can take in when you're doing this, you know, it's honestly for anyone that's ever had dreams of becoming a pilot and either couldn't afford to do so or had no means or ways to do so, this is the next best thing, and I think I fit that mold perfectly. Alright, jump back into the cockpit real quick here. If we want to play around with the head tracking a little more, we sure can. Just like if we were in the real airplane. Let's look up over the nose here. Look at the beautiful scenery all the way across left and right. Cool, cool. Let's look left. Let's check our engines out. Make sure they are looking good. Just a general glance around the airplane as we get closer. There's our destination now popping up on the screen there, our navigation screen. We take a look, we have still about 166 miles to go. So let's come over here and let's look at our EFB, because what we're going to have to do now is we are going to have to calculate our descent rate. So we'll come in here, we'll sync our altitude in. There we go. Our target feet in altitude, let's see, we can find that out from our McDo. We also need to enter our destination data. We're going to be at, I want to give it 6,100 feet, because we want that to be our goal. So we'll type that right in, 6,100 feet. We're going to start our descent 100 nautical miles from the target. And if we look down here, we are 160 nautical miles away. We need to calculate or enter our destination data now. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get ourselves unzoomed here. We're stuck zoomed. What's going on? Why is our zoom not working? We are just having all kinds of problems today, aren't we? Our zoom is locked. We cannot zoom in and out with our eyeballs at the moment. Maybe it's a mouse issue. Oh, doesn't seem to be a mouse issue. We can left click on things, but it's not allowing us to do anything else. Neither is our controller inputs. What in tarnation is going on? Yeah, we're stuck. Go to camera. Hit reset. All right, we're good here, but we can turn on camera tracking, but our zoom still isn't working. So don't know what is causing it. Zoom type manual, zoom type auto. I can get something with a menu in it, like a checklist. See, it's picking up the scroll, but it's not picking up the view. You know, man, let me tell you. What happens if I stop head tracking? That might be the problem. Let's see. Nope. Nothing. I I can zoom. I can't even zoom in and out with the... Can't even zoom in and out with the keys. Hit F all you want, but it's not. Yeah, we're like locked in position here. And I hit reset on all of this, and it's... Nothing's working. Zoom level. That's working. But it's not picking up our scrolling zoom. What do you guys think, huh? Anyways, now that I can't look unless I do head tracking. I can't zoom in and out otherwise. So I'm gonna have to start. I mean, we can do the rest of the flight like this. It's no big deal. I mean, we're lucky we're at an angle to where we're zoomed out well enough to where I can still fly the plane, but weird. I don't even want to go in the settings and mess with it. 130, it's like, yep, 129 miles to go until we reach Salt Lake City, everybody. And I think, what did we say we need to descend to? 6,100. We're gonna do 8,000 first. So we're gonna get this down to 8,000 feet. Here we go. Oh, we gotta enter in our destination data too. Initial. Sorry that you guys can't see this. You're probably not going to be able to see what I'm doing here just because of the view I have to use for this. Descent, manage speed 288. Yeah, that should work. Alright, temperature in Salt Lake City, 25 degrees Celsius. We'll pop that in. Our QNH, 30.28. Oh, I lied. 30.09. Right, average wind. Oh, hey, look, zoom works now. All right. 330 at 10. Cool. Then our barometric pressure, which we do not have on hand. We need to go to our METAR page on my other screen here. Give me just a moment, everybody. .1019. That's what we need to put in there. So go back to head tracking and 1019. Entry out of range. But you know what? That's because that goes in here. And this is 30.09. Format error. Okay. Entry out of range. Alright. Man. And this says formatting error out of range, entry out of range. Okay. All right, whatever. We wasted enough time on that flight plan. We need to start descending. Yep, 107 miles. We descend, like we said, at 100 nautical miles. So we are at 106. Adjust our seat here. All right. Look at the scenery as we come into Salt Lake. Isn't that pretty? Haven't seen anyone come through in the chat in a while. You guys okay? You still alive? Alright, let's start the descent. Down we go. I was actually showering, but I've been listening the whole time. Whoa, showering on board an airplane. You know, those do exist with airlines like Etihad and Emirates and Qatar Airways. You can rent out private suites on those airplanes. King-size bed, TV, butler, shower, closet. Like the bed is a separate bedroom. It's like the back of the airplane. It's like $20,000 though for one ticket, like per person, but I mean, if you have the money, why not, right? Jump back into the cockpit here, make sure that we are still looking good on the speed and descent rate, which we are. Like I said, very high altitude in Salt Lake as well. I'm alive. All right. Taking in the nice scenery of the Utah area. We can see Juan the parrot, or Juan the Puerto Rican parrot, on our wingtip there. Looks just like Luna Mom, or at least I think. Jump back into the cockpit really quickly. Already need to come out of standard, huh? Wow. Very close. Yes, indeed. Looks a lot like her. Take a look here. How many miles away are we? 77. We are right on track with the descent. Let's go into our plan mode here so we can see what to expect for our arrival. Alright, that's looking good. Keep that zoomed out. Lovely, lovely looking scenery. Music is going to be coming off soon, everybody. Just to warn you. getting bumped around quite a little bit. Let's come into our own speed selection here. Try to slow the airplane down a bit more. Managing our speed as we descend into the Salt Lake City area. A lot of terrain around us. Turn on our terrain radar, it should start to populate. Where's the terrain radar inoperable in this build? Actually, I think it might be. Don't think we're going to be able to get the terrain. That's alright. We don't need it. Again, sorry about the mishap. We should have already been on the ground by now if we wouldn't have flown in the wrong direction for almost an hour, but you know, it happens. I promise our flight to Vegas will not have that mishap. I have done the Vegas flight many times, so I'll be able to tell right off the bat if something's wrong. Beautiful mountain landscapes. See our spoilers right there up to help us slow down on our descent so we're not going too fast. Still looking good on our descent. Opened up those speed brakes just a little bit more. Nice and quiet outside the airplane now. She's not making any noise. Engines are idle on our way down. Very cool. Put us out of standard. our descent now, just a little bit. Just got to be careful with those mountains as we are coming over them here. Got to keep a really good distance in between us. The only thing about the head tracking is if you start to slouch in your chair while you're flying, you will slouch in the game also, so it forces you to keep a really good posture. I also need to upgrade my chair just a little bit. I'm gonna go right in between this valley here. How cool is that? That's why I chose Salt Lake, everyone. The views are absolutely stunning coming into Salt Lake City. Fantastic. So cool. Getting really close now. Look at that, huh? So pretty. Yes, it is. Really is. Jumping back into the cockpit here, making sure we're still doing good on our descent, which we are. Just about to go below 10,000 feet here. Because of that, we're going to jump up here. We're going to turn our landing lights on. Our taxi lights are going to come into the takeoff position. Alright. Wing lights are also going to come on. Actually, you know what? No. Wing lights stay off. Those views are so awesome. Oh, yeah. Absolutely incredible what this simulator can look like sometimes. I've said it a million times. Absolute insanity how Microsoft has, or Asobo rather, we should give the credit to, what they've done with the simulator and how nice they've made it for everybody to enjoy. It's just bananas. Approach mode is coming into the on position, along with LS. Ignore that, that's not our actual altitude. Well, I mean it is, but only because we're going over a hillside, so. See, our homes are starting to come into view down there.
2,500.
Should be starting a turn here soon. Make our turn, we really need to start slowing down here. Our runway is going to be coming up very quickly. There she is out there.
2,500.
right, airplane, start slowing down whenever you're ready. We are way too fast. Just want to let everybody know, but we might be able to spill some of this speed off. Let's get a look at our runway out there. There it is, right there in front of us. We're a little low, too. Alright, start slowing down now. Can't believe I had my auto throttle still set to 250 that whole time. There is no approach mode to put up because this is a visual approach, so nothing going to be guiding us in, which is alright. We can do this, everybody. Beautiful, yes it is. Alright, we've slowed down a good amount now. Let's start getting some flaps in. Really start slowing the airplane down. Runway is coming in front of us there. Let's zoom in on it. There she is. Get ready for the landing in Salt Lake. Music is coming off. Game volume is coming up. Enjoy the landing in Salt Lake, everybody. Thank you. Landing gear coming down. Flaps are coming to notch 3. Auto throttle's coming in there. And flaps 4. Another wing view before landing, everybody. Enjoy the arrival into Salt Lake. Thank you for watching.
One thousand. 500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30.
Cockeyed here.
20. Retard. 10.
Oh wow, we are
5,
way off the center line.
That was a hard one.
Yeah. Whoa. All right. Welcome to Salt Lake, everybody. See that? I looked to the left off the highway there and got off center. Yeah. I couldn't help it. It looks so nice. Welcome to Salt Lake, everyone. That was a scary one. All right. Let's get back to the gate, ladies and gentlemen. Flaps are coming full forward. Spoilers are going to come forward and unarmed. Let's get over to the gates. Get this baby parked. Whoo-wee! That was a good one. All right. Landing lights coming into the off position. Come on. Off position. Lights go to taxi. APU bleed comes into the on position. Master start switch comes in. APU is going to be started. Take this right-hand turn right here. Oh yeah, that was a whoa. You know, and realistically in a situation like that, we could have gone around, but nah. You force it through. Taxiing to the gate here. Thank you to everyone that joined us on the first leg of our journey. Really, really appreciate it. From here, we are going to Las Vegas, so please make sure you stick around so we can all go to Sin City together. And remember, what happens in Vegas, it stays in Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Denver looking so, Denver, Salt Lake looking so nice though. Let's go ahead and take one of these spots over here. Does not have a jetway, but that's alright. Gives us an excuse to use the stairs. It's almost like a private airplane, a private A320neo that we chartered from Frontier. Pull us right up in front of the gate. Right up in front of the terminal. Alright, parking brake comes on. Alright, check up here, make sure we are connected to the APU generator, which we are, which means we can come down here, and engine 1 comes off, and engine 2 comes into the off position. Let's make sure that they are spooling down, which they are. Excellent. Alright, welcome to Denver. Not Denver, Salt Lake City, everybody. My God, I'm all mixed up. Alright. Next stop, as I mentioned, is Las Vegas, Nevada, everybody. Looking forward to having you all with me on that one as well. Let's get the stairs connected. Let's bring over some baggage carts. Same thing with external power. We'll get these guys called over to our airplane and get everything unloaded. We're going to take a quick intermission. I'm not going to fully, you know, somewhat power down the airplane like I usually do. On my streams, just because, you know, we're already running a little late. So I'm going to throw the Be Right Back screen on, and we are going to reload the airplane. We are still going to be in Salt Lake. We are going to Las Vegas. Give me about 5 to 10 minutes, everybody. Go get a snack, stick around, hang out with me while we go to Las Vegas. Really appreciate everybody tuning in so far. Be right back. live real quick to give everybody an update. For some reason, the stream is giving me issues. Not sure. Well, not the stream, it's the simulator that's giving me issues. You can see we're loading back up now, and we'll just go straight into the flight. I'll just take it from here, just so we're all not sitting here waiting, and I'll show you exactly what's happening. Not exactly sure what's causing it, but this is a rare behind-the-scenes glimpse, I guess you could say, of me getting the simulator ready. So that's cool. Alright, here we're at the main menu. Go to our world map. We already have our airplane selected here. The fly-by-wire Frontier, Juan the Puerto Rican Parrot, Airbus A320neo. We're going to type in KSLC to give us Salt Lake City. And this is what's giving us the troubles. I'm thinking it might be the airport, but that doesn't really make much sense because of where we came in before. So this is where we parked. So let's go right in here. And we'll load it up. We'll see if it helps. So many technical problems today for the Monday stream. Figured it couldn't have gone. Is it going to crash on me? Yep, there it goes. Alright, the game just crashed again, everybody. I'm not sure what's going on. I think I'm going to call it quits for the day. So sorry about that we couldn't make it to Vegas. It's just not working correctly. It's giving me a hard time, and you know, I'm going to have to see what's going on. But I'll be scheduling another stream for Friday afternoon at 5:30, so keep a lookout for that. Thank you so much to everybody who came in to tune in. Simulator is not working properly. Not sure what's going on. Going to have to take a look into that. Like I said, maybe tomorrow I'll throw up another stream. You know, might be a little later, but we'll do one more leg tomorrow. We'll get to Vegas. We'll do a short one. So keep a lookout for that. And then Friday, like I said, I'll have something scheduled. So sorry again for all of the technical difficulties today. Really apologize, and thank you all for watching. I'll catch you guys all later. I'll throw something up quick tomorrow, and then we'll have our scheduled streams on Friday and Saturday, of which I'm going to schedule still. Apologies once again. Thank you everybody who tuned in. I'll catch you all later.